All right, the other stock getting hammered today is Dick's Sporting Goods. Despite an earnings beat there, Steve Weiss has talked about this stock multiple times, and he joins us now on the phone. Weiss, Kramer said the quarter was perfect. It's just not good enough. I mean, what's the story? Why the pullback on what was such a good quarter?
Scott, I really don't understand. I think perfect was actually an understatement. They beat top line. They beat bottom line. They raised numbers for the fourth quarter in excess, meaningfully in excess of what the beat was. In comparison to some others that we've seen, like Target and Best Buy, which I think shouldn't have sold off either, margins went up. And they're in phenomenal condition going into the Christmas season, which they already said is going better than expectations because inventories are up 7%. So they have leading market share in their segment, and they have preferred relationships with all the major vendors and some spectacular partnerships, including the one recently announced with Nike. So what I did was I'm not waiting. I bought the stock a few times today, most recently at 124. I also bought some at 129. I had a core position going in, so this is just going to be a trading position on top of that. But, usually you can find some reason why it sold off, and in this, I just have no idea. I think it's the market.
I'm looking at a big number, year-to-date gain, which may be all you need to know, and it's up like 130% year-to-date. So you have to wonder how much of the gain was already in, how much was pulled forward. Maybe some of the business was pulled forward. I mean, Best Buy is talking about a similar dynamic having to contend with even when you have pretty good results.
That's a good point. However, despite the stock being up that high, as I mentioned last time, it's cheaper now than it's ever been because earnings estimates have gone up 50%, their guidance. So right now I've got a stock that's trading at about 8 times earnings that grew sales this quarter 12% when the estimates were that they were going to grow sales 1.9%. So they don't believe they pulled anything forward, just continuing strengthening in the franchise. So puzzling. It's an opportunity is all I can say.
All right, yeah. Well, no, clearly you put your money where your mouth is, buying it twice today. I think 124 and 129 is where you said. It's 128.30 right now. Weiss, thank you. We'll see you back on the show shortly, I know.